How's it going, everyone? It's Juan Romero here from SwitchWatch, and I'm back with another indie game review today called Xenoraid, provided to us by 10 Tons Limited. Now, those guys are literally releasing games almost on a weekly basis, faster than we can review them, so props to you guys. Thanks for the review copy. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get into the Xenoraid review. The story here is a really nice simple one. There's an alien fleet heading towards Earth, and we've tried everything to communicate with the fleet but failed. So existing aircraft are converted into the first generation of starfighters, and then in 2028 phase 2 of Earth combat begins. The story is short and sweet. Your mission is basically to go out and take down those alien fighters. In terms of audio, we have the usual from 10 Tons Limited, which is to say the music matches the game superbly. It feels dramatic, menacing, like the end of the world is possibly around the next corner. The sound effects are all very good to use shooting your cannons and your missiles from your ship, and they are what you would expect from this type of shooter. This is the type of game which I like to see. There's no performance issues here, although this game's not going to push the Switch to its limits by any means. Here we have an indie title which runs smoothly. I didn't encounter any slowdown or problems with dropped frame rates, which seems to be what everybody's talking about with the latest crop of games, so it's nice that I didn't notice any of that here. Everything, as I say, runs really smooth, and in terms of graphics, I mean, they're not the best in the world, but it looks quite good. It's a pretty simple looking game, but what stood out was the detail on the ships themselves, and the landscapes, they do look quite nice. The backgrounds are cool. What I do wish for though is that the bullets were a little bit more colourful. When you're firing, they're mostly of a white colour, and I would have liked to have seen some different colour patterns maybe when you're getting sort of power-ups, and the power-ups didn't seem to change anything there. In terms of the gameplay, it's quite unique within this genre. There are some things that you will notice straight off the bat. In campaign mode, there is no scoreboard. You get a bit of a story and you set off on your mission. If you try to redo the level and think memorizing is going to help you, then unfortunately you're out of luck here. Each time you play through a certain level, it's procedural and random, so no bullet patterns to memorize here, folks. You will also notice that you have 4 ships which you can switch at the click of the D-pad buttons. Left corresponding to the left ship, right to the right ship, so on and so forth. Now, when switching, you can use this to dodge enemies or asteroids if the situation arises and gets a little bit dodgy, which adds a good dynamic to the game. Within this, there is a squadron management metagame. The developer 10 Tons wanted the game to feel like you were dogfighting against alien craft, and so when you turn left or right, the craft flies at a slight angle, which means you also have to aim your firepower at these angles to kill the enemies, and it feels quite fresh and adds a little inertia to the proceedings. Here your guns also overheat, so you have to act quickly and get another one of your ships to take over, kinda like tag teaming. Take too much damage and you'll need to swap again. It's a constant battle to rid the area of waves of alien craft whilst managing the health of your own fighter craft. In between missions, you can upgrade your ship's arsenal, and again, it's all about balance. If you lose a fighter during a battle, you're going to need to spend credits to replace your fleet. Or do you risk the next mission with a fighter light? You are the one that has to manage your squadron and tech upgrades which give you and the game a little bit more depth. Now, there are 40 missions to get through with 4 boss fights, so the game will keep you going for a good while. You can also play the game with up to 4 friends in local co-op mode, and I will just mention here, this is like most of 10 Tons other games like Judge or Neon Chrome. You're going to need a full pad, and this is one of the main reasons, unfortunately, I couldn't test the co-op. I tried to break off the Joy-Cons like you can on other multiplayer games, and it just doesn't connect Connect doesn't work. You need a full joypad, and unfortunately I left my other one at a good friend's house of mine, so I'm sorry guys, couldn't test that, but I assume it will be just as fun as playing in solo mode. Now, there are 3 endless survival stages here with online leaderboards, and those of you who know me from my previous reviews know how much I love online leaderboards, as it brings out that competitive nature in me. I would say that the survival stages were probably my favourite aspect of this game. I enjoy trying to get as far as possible, and because it's procedural, it's different every time, and it's one of those that you can just pick up and play, get into a survival mode, get as far as you can, and I really enjoyed posting my scores on the leaderboard more than actually playing the main campaign. So if you do purchase this game, both are really quite good. Now, in terms of the negatives of this particular game, it does feel a little bit repetitive too quickly for me. There's not enough variation with the enemy spacecraft that you encounter, and I would have loved to have seen some more substantial power-ups within the game and some more variety there as well. That would have been great to see. However, taking all of that into consideration, there is still a decent game underlying all of that. And when you look at the value, it's £8.99 in the UK or $9.99 in the USA, which I think for the amount you get here is priced rather well. Look out for the discount, which will only last the first week. The game offers a very decent sized campaign, and once you complete that, you have the survival modes and online leaderboards to keep you entertained, which you can also play with your friends. So in terms of shooters, this one adds a little something different to the genre, which kept me entertained for a good number of hours. It's well priced, and it's another good quality product from 10 Tons. If you're looking for a simple shooter which has an added nice little management system to it, then I recommend you pick this one up, as it will certainly give you a lot of entertainment, even if it is for a few hours. This one for me then, a 6.5 out of 10. Now, if you enjoyed this review, guys, then please hit that thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. If you're a new watcher here, then why not hit that subscribe button? We do plenty more reviews like this one. And leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on this review and this game. Are you looking to pick it up, or are there too many Nintendo Switch games floating around at the moment? You let me know, and I'd love to reply to you. For all of our existing watchers out there, thank you for supporting us. My name is Juan Romero, and I'll see you on the next one.